Good morning. I am out in the hammock early this morning. The sun's not completely up yet. It's behind the trees still, so it's nice in the hammock right now. But I thought I would take a few minutes to go through what I was going through at the beginning of COVID. So in March, um, I went through the book of Joshua. I was just working through volume 4. And it's interesting now to look back on what stood out to me in the book of Joshua. So I just thought I'd do a really quick flip through. Hopefully this won't be too long. But this is volume 4 of the I Will Meditate guide. These journals are on Amazon, and I'm almost finished with the complete series to go through the whole Bible. I have, I think, 3 more to format, and then 6 that I still need to get the covers and all of that stuff worked out on. But I'll hopefully be done with all of the series by the end of summer. So I'll have a link down below in the video notes, and you can look at those if you want. You don't have to do them in order. You can do whichever one sounds good to you. It alternates through the New Testament and the Old Testament so that you're not bogged down in just the Old Testament, the harder books. So anyway, this is Joshua, and at the beginning of each book that we're going through, I have a spot for you to learn more about the book from watching like the Bible Project videos or reading about it. Then a place to take notes, which I did not do. So that's okay too. And in some of these, I have a map if there's a lot of stuff that they're talking about on the map, like locations and stuff. And a spot for more notes, which I did not do. And that's fine. So anyway, on each chapter, some of them are short, so there'll be 2 chapters together. And in the book of Joshua, mostly I go down through the questions here on the right. These are the questions that are really good to use if you're going through a narrative kind of chapter, including there. And then if you're going through an epistle or something like that, then the left side are good to use. So mostly in Joshua, you'll see that I'm going down through these right side questions. And what I do is I just fill in each box, and sometimes there's something really good I find in commentaries, and sometimes I'll copy and paste and then cut that out and tape that in. This is, oh, there's my cat. He's mad because he's not out here with me. I offered him a chance to come out and he stayed on the couch. So then Joshua 3 through 4, same thing. Sometimes I don't fill in all of the boxes, and that's okay too. As you'll see as we go through here, sometimes I really don't fill in all the boxes and just have a few things in each. But then there's other times that I have a lot of writing in there. So this was February. So this is before COVID hit really in America. Like this example here, Joshua 7, there wasn't a whole lot that I pulled out of that, and that's okay. And then Joshua 8, there was some numbers and some wars. Joshua 9. And then sometimes, well, about every six chapters or so, you get to a review and reflect page. And so in this one, I just went back through each of the last 6 days' work and pulled out the main takeaway, and then I listed those there. And then look for themes. Is there anywhere that God is working on me? And then how can you apply what you've learned? So these are always really good to kind of summarize and sum up everything. And then there's a spot for notes, prayers, anything you want. And so this one I had some more personal application that I pulled out. And this one, I'll go back through. So on some of these sections, when I'm doing the review and reflect page, I'll actually go back through my notes and highlight the thing that stood out to me. And then it makes it easier. Now some of these pages, they're full. because this, whatever this was, really stuck out to me that week, and then full of highlights because there's a lot that stuck out to me. So this one was all about the wait, and it was remarkable to me that Caleb went with the spies and did everything God asked him to do, did it well, was faithful in everything. But because not everyone did what Caleb did, Caleb had to live through, I think it was 38 years of watching people disobey God and live with them and work with them. And this was really powerful for me to see his faithfulness and his lack of bitterness, thankfulness, and how he made his request to Joshua to get his land. And he was very, very humble and respectful, and he gave thanks. And so then I was working through something kind of hard in my life at the time and took some notes on that. That was really good. So then there's the rest of some of these pages are just empty. Some of them I kind of drew like some of their land area. Yeah, some are pretty empty. But the good thing is that you don't have to completely fill up everything. You can still get so much out of it, even when you don't. So this last section here is one I haven't done the review and reflect on, and I finished it in March. So what I did on these last 6 days is went through and highlighted, and then today I'm going to actually go in and finish this page and just review what stood out to me months and months ago. And that's always such a good reminder to, to just review and keep reflecting. So I did go through and highlight this morning, and I go from that review and reflect, highlight all the way through to the next. So I'll fill that in today. So anyway, I hope that was encouraging for you. I would really recommend, if you're struggling, if you're in a spot in your Bible study right now where it seems like you're just doing the same old and checklist and there's nothing that really applies, grab one of these. They're $12, I think, dollars on Amazon right now. And you have, the awesome thing is, at the end of your time in the Word, you have this complete commentary of what God was showing you as you were working through His Bible. And these can stack up on your shelf, and you can have it for the next generation. All right, we'll talk to you soon.